When we got James's diagnosis, I was on Google having a little research of treatments, therapies that would be helpful with James's condition. And we came across something called SDR, which is an operation that they perform in America, but they also perform over in the UK. The surgery is called selective dorsal vasectomy. It's a spinal operation. A lot of people might know it as SDR for short. Basically, it's a long surgical procedure. It takes 5 hours. They go through the spinal cord and they connect all the right wires with the correct wires, because at the moment the wires coming down from James's brain are not connected correctly to the ones that go down to the lower limbs. We went to Great Ormond Street Hospital in June 2014 and we saw one of the specialist neurosurgeons who, after seeing him for an assessment, had explained that he was an excellent candidate for SDR. Unfortunately, the only thing that was letting him down was his age. They tend to do the operation between 3 and 7. So we had to leave it a couple of months, and we went to Great Ormond Street only last week for his assessment to find out that he was also still an amazing candidate. They were very impressed with his progress through different treatments that we've been trying out the past 2 years. But unfortunately, after all this amazing news we got given, we were told that no more funding for this operation will be getting released. Obviously, having so many different emotions, you get the best news you can think of, and then all of a sudden it's taken away, and you're told you're not going to get this funded by the NHS. It was probably one of the most happiest days of my life versus one of the worst days of my life, and we're trying to sort of think about the positives at the moment, but it's very hard when you're working 24/7 doing so much for fundraising to raise the funds, and it's really difficult because we've got 6 months to raise them now, because they believe that in 6 months' time he's going to be at the top of his game. It's going to be the right time for James, which doesn't sort of leave us enough time to raise £50,000 that we need. Right. Oh.
Right, we start walking home.
The donations and support that we've had so much has been absolutely incredible, hasn't it, James? I can't thank everyone enough for all their support. We've managed to get £25,000 already, and without the support of family, friends, the general public, who don't really know us, but they read his story, they've heard it, and they've donated, and it's amazing. And the messages that we receive on a daily basis is just incredible. We recently had a large donation from the ex-Saints chairman, Leon Crouch. We had so much support from him, and his kind words was really lovely. We know we've got so much backing, and little man's got so much support out there. It would just be incredible if we can tell all them supporters one day that he is going to have his operation and see you walking and playing football. Okay, maybe not. The operation, if we could have the operation, fingers crossed we can, it would change his life completely in so many different ways. First of all, he'll be able to walk, won't you? He'll be able to walk, and he'll be pain-free, and he won't have to take medication for the rest of his life. And if we had the operation in the next 6 months, at least we know that there's no chance of any extra surgeries that they would have to do, because the longer the surgery is left, the more susceptible he is to having bone deformities and more treatment when he's a little bit older. So we're really pinning all our hopes on this operation at the moment, and as you can see, he's a little bit tired doing all that walking. It just sort of knackers him out, you know, and he gets really fed up and frustrated, you know. He's walking about all happy, but without this operation it's going to change his life forever. And we just hope and pray that, you know, the next 6 months that's going to be a reality. So yeah.